Hey guys, I'm IzDaisho here playing some Magic, and today we're going to be doing some more Sliver Hive green-white, and I don't know, I just decided to give it a shot because I was playing it before and there was a bunch of mirror matchups, and some people were not like upset, but I guess disappointed in the games because it didn't really showcase the deck too much just because it was a mirror, and hopefully we can get some Sliver action going on against actual opponents who are playing different decks, and that would be ideal. But yeah, a lot of people were commenting that I should have been running the red, and I can make that justification pretty easily. I think I kept green in because I wanted to play 2-drops. This format is really fast, and if you're not doing anything quickly, then you're not doing anything worth doing. So if you don't play the green, you don't have any 2-drops, and you just have 2 striking slivers as your 1-drops, which are okay. They're definitely pretty decent in the deck because you can pump them pretty easily. But I think Predatory Sliver is probably the best non-rare sliver, so not better than Bone Scythe or Mirror Entity or Thorncaster or Megantic. But it's probably the next best. And I chose... Alright, this one is probably not going to be keepable, but we'll keep it anyway since I have a 2-drop. But yeah, I mean, the way I'm running it this way, I get to play white for the Hive Strings and the Paths and the Bone-sized Slivers, which are probably a little bit worse than the Thorncaster Slivers, granted. But it's mainly Path and Face Fetters. I just want I have to have real answers. If I'm not running white, then I don't have any real answers. So then I can't run it without the green because I want to have 2-drops. I can't run it without the white because I want to have removal. And even though that the red is pretty good, that's basically my reasoning. So we're just gonna go ahead and Rampant Growth. It's not too useful here since I still can't really do anything, and this hand was pretty dead now that I look at it. I'm gonna draw a Hive Strings this turn because in case I draw Survival of the Fittest, I want to be able to go ahead and toss this Sliver Construct away and actually go get something, whereas these are spells and they're not slivers, so they're not sliver creatures, so I can't discard them. Alright, so that's, I mean, we're obviously basically drawing the worst that we possibly can. Don't need any more lands, and I need some action spells pretty quickly. There are no 5-drops. The only big spells in this deck are the Megantic Slivers, but I mean there's also Mirror Entities which kind of do that job. And even a Predatory Sliver now would be good, but drawing something like Survival would just help me get there. I mean, I would just play Survival. Let's see, that would cost 3 mana to use, so yeah, there's no way I could play Survival next turn and Hive Strings and get Megantic out the next turn. So he's got a couple of Farhaven Elves that have basically just done their jobs already, so I don't really want to charge in with my... Oh my god, this is miserable. I don't want to charge in with my Sliver tokens because I really need to hope to actually draw something in order to benefit. So we'll just shift the turn right back. Indeed we shall. And be greatly sad-faced because of it. But yeah, I mean, if I draw Megantic here, then I think I stand a chance as long as he doesn't have All Is Dust. If he does have All Is Dust, then I'm dead regardless. Harmonize? No! That's so good. God, this card is incredible. Just draw 3 for 4 mana in green? That does not exist anywhere else. Alright, so there's a Steelform Sliver, which is kind of good enough to break the parity. Since now he would have to put both of them in front of 1, so he only gets to kill 1 this turn. And we get to hit him for 3 damage, so that's nice. I think that if my opponent's got All His Dust, then I just lose. So it's better to just play my Sliver Construct out. That way I can get some more power on the board. If he's got a big creature next turn, depending on what it is, it might not matter, because I might just be able to path it. But if it's an Eldrazi, like, that's the thing. The green creatures in that deck are so much better than the Eldrazi's because they have come into play abilities. So when people remove them, they don't really care because they got most of the value out of them already. But yeah, Pluckworm, exactly. Like, he gains 7, goes back up to 24. That's really bad for me. Hopefully I can draw Megantic. That Predatory is really good actually here. This actually is arguably better for me. So let's get this thing out of the way. And then let's charge in there with the team. I don't think he's got all his dust. I mean, he might be able to draw into it, but he would have played it last turn instead of playing the Palaka Worm, I would think. Well, he is not in danger, but he would want to do some damage with all his dust without having to kill his own Palaka Worm. So he's just gonna chump block. All right, well, let's go all in. Literally every single one of my cards is on the table. I guess if he doesn't do anything too significant here, I mean, he's just gonna drop in all his dust, and I'm gonna be sad. Hey, actually, these guys survive because they're colorless. Oh, and so do the Silver Constructs. All right, so we're not dead. Now, if I draw Armageddon or Megantic Sliver, I straight up win the game. I didn't even think of that. Half my cards don't even get affected by all his dust. So Armageddon or Megantic Sliver, right here, right now. Bone Scythe. Not gonna complain about that guy. Let's see, 4, 6, plus another 6. Wait, 8 plus 6 is 14. So he's gonna go to 1. And not really sure what he wants to be playing here. Maybe like a Avenger of Zendikar, but he played a land first, so he probably doesn't have one. Guess an Avenger of Zendikar and then land. Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Unless he's got something else here. I mean, and an Oracle of Moldiah. So yeah, he's dead. Game. Alright, we got there. This is so funny. All his dust is almost always completely relevant. But this game, ooh, that's a sweet one. Because I probably don't need to cast that, but whatever. I don't know, I probably shouldn't have cast that. But it doesn't matter. I didn't, yeah, he's dead. Okay, he quit out. I probably shouldn't have cast that. That was kind of like jerky, but now that the computer's here, let's just do some more damage. Although I'll kill him in first strike combat now, so I'll end up doing just about as much damage as I would have anyway. So, doesn't matter, we got there. That was pretty nice. I drew a bunch of lands at the beginning, and then I was complaining about my draw, and then my draw stopped being bad, and I actually started drawing good cards. So, yeah, let's go.